A perfect start on the line. It's draft champions, and I'm Larry Ridley for EA Sports. The Chargers come in at 2-0 and flying high. And if those first two games were any indication, this looks like a team to definitely be reckoned with. They'll match up here against the San Francisco 49ers.
We're underway here. Cooks is running this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The 49ers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. On his way. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
To me, still one of the most exciting plays in NFL football. A long running play for a touchdown. And how about that when it had it all in its speed? Good moves, good blocks. Exciting touchdown.
Finds a little seam. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. Rivers is ready for the snap. Empty backfield. McCoy has the catch. The man who makes this offense go is running back LaShawn McCoy.
Yeah, Mr. Stop and Go. He can stop on a dime, change directions, and you got to circle and gang tackle him. Otherwise, he's going to make some big plays against your defense.
2nd and 6. Dennis Pitta has the catch. Gains 12.
I don't know what the answer is when it comes to guarding these tight ends now. There's just not much you can do. I'll tell you the best way to stop the tight end, rush the quarterback.
Rivers set, empty backfield. First down at the 38. McCoy has the grab. And a gain of 4. Here are the defensive starters, including Wesley Woodyard, who has always been a captain at every level he's played.
He sure has, and I'll say this too. He plays 100% all out. It's amazing to me that he can stay healthy because he plays that hard. Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting to run right up the middle.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field.
Well, when you play this type of defense where you play cover 3, in other words, you have 3 defenders playing one in the middle, one right, and one left, well, the weakness of that defense is going to be underneath. So slant patterns, they're pretty easy against this cover 3.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Like a hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
It's good. The Chargers ready to return the kick. Cooks is going to test the coverage here. And the tackle's made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. Takes a look now from under center. First down at the 31. Into the open. He's tackled right at the 36. And with this starting unit, as usual, the attention goes to the wide receivers who so often open up the game. The Chargers all bunched up here as they get set at the line. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
Quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
The Chargers snap it at the 36. Looking to go deep. Unable to complete that one, and that's a very quick 3 and out. The offense is still on the field here on 4th down, needing 5 for the first. The Chargers snap it at the 36. The Chargers turn the ball over on downs.
Nice job that time by the defensive player. He is all over the receiver in this man-to-man coverage, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football.
Great starting field position for the offense. Rivers is alone in the backfield. First down at the 36. Catch made. Keeps his legs moving. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown. They take the lead here late in the first quarter with the touchdown.
Yeah, nothing like it. Before that first quarter was up, they found a way to get in the end zone and get that score to take the lead. And, hey, that's a good feeling.
The 49ers getting ready for the kickoff. And this is Martin running it out. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Chargers ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We're both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
First down coming up.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And now Cam Newton with the deep throw. And it falls incomplete.
If you're a defensive back in the NFL now, you got to be alert for the deep passes down the field, because not only do you got to play it well, you got to make sure you don't have pass interference.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. The Chargers have it at the 44. And they'll end up losing 4 here. The Chargers offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway. It'll be 3rd down. And the second quarter is underway. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on 3rd down they make the play, they get pretty fired up.
Can they run the table? I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Draft Champions on EA Sports. The Texans come in with all the confidence in the world, and why not? They're a win away from hoisting the trophy and becoming true draft champions. They'll match up here against the San Francisco 49ers.
This game is underway. Martin's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 25. The 49ers line up, split backfield. The 49ers will take the snap from the 25. Makes the reception. Second down after that pass play.
The defensive line, they're all talking, they're all shifting to the right.
Catch made. Gains 5.
When you run that drag route across the field, it is not as easy as it looks. You're running fast. You have to catch the football right in stride, and you cannot see what's in front of you.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. First down here after the completion. Rivers going to try to scramble down. And it's caught by LaShawn McCoy.
I think when I was playing, anytime we crossed the 50-yard line, it was kind of like a big sigh of relief because I knew now that there were a lot of things that could take place. I could afford to take sacks. I could afford to be a little more aggressive. Let's see how the offense reacts to this. Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Second down and 2. McCoy up the middle. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
First down here after the run. You remember in January of 2008, these two quarterbacks met in the AFC title game. We didn't know it at the time, but Rivers played on wounded knee. He had a torn ACL and still went the distance, but Brady won in the end.
Yeah, that's right. You know, that was, I think that's when Phillip Rivers nationally just got the respect from everybody that plays football, coaches it, or watches it as a fan. What a job playing through that pain. And really, when you think back to that game, Jim, the San Diego Chargers, it was there for them to beat the New England Patriots that day.
It's now second down. McCoy, solo back set. That is just a killer. Delay of game against the offense.
Something you can control. Snap of the football before the play clock runs out. The quarterback's got to read the defense, make sure his guys are aligned, and also watch the play clock.
Double tight end formation. Second and long. With two hands, he has it. The snap will come at the 33. First down following the long play.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Hittens got it on a pass that had some heat. From the red zone. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
And pick up about 4.
This defensive lineup today hopes to put a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and that means that Cameron Jordan will be one player to watch.
Well, when Cameron Jordan is on the field, look, you can pressure the quarterback because he's got speed, he's got the moves, he's got those long arms where he can reach over sometimes the tackles and still protect the quarterback.
Tackles made.
Safeties are becoming a bigger part of the NFL every year. That time the safety comes up and gets in there and makes the tackle for no gain.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Makes the catch.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, you know, you're on the defensive side. You don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. And gains maybe 4.
They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
The 49ers still possess the football as we begin the second quarter. Marching down the field and taking their time. The Texans with a nickel look here on defense. And the second runs it across. Touchdown. They've got the lead here early in the second quarter. A good development for them in this game.
Yeah, nice. You know, they learned something in that first quarter. They took that knowledge and they put it to good use, and they found a way to get down there and score a touchdown. That was a nice job by the offense.
Gibbons to field this one. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Texans take it from the 28. Tackle made by Bird that time.
Tom Brady, early in his career, did a lot of play-action passes, and they were very good at it. In this past year or so, they've gone back to it.
First down here after the completion. Brady, handoff. Has the first down and a whole lot more. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Anytime you see a long run for a touchdown, what you got to look for is blocking downfield. Nice job by the wide receivers and everybody hustling, making a block, and a long touchdown run.
Martin's going to test the coverage this time. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line.
The 49ers offense heading back onto the field to start the drive after the result of their last possession was a touchdown. You think they've got another one in them, partner?
Oh, I absolutely do. I mean, just look at them. They got a good football team. The quarterback has great confidence and talent, and you put those things together. That makes you good. It makes you dangerous, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him march down there again.
Rivers looking long. Hauls it in. What a pull and what a catch. In stride, and he's home touchdown partner puts them in front here in the early part of the second quarter.
Yeah, it's nice. They scored that touchdown. The defense has got to be kicking themselves because they did not play well or smart on that scoring drive.
Ross has got it. Ball is out. That brings the play to an end.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. The fumble by the kick return team, and look out. The football goes out there. They make the recovery. Well, good job by them. Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
Going to take it the distance. The 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
How about the blocking up front? Lets the running back get in the secondary, and he is so quick and elusive. He avoids the tackles and takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Martin's running this one out. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The 49ers really have this offense cranking, Phil. They've scored on their last two series.
You know, what we see now in the NFL, so many different ways to move an offense. Screens, run plays, power plays, trick plays. Right now, everything working on the offensive side.
The 49ers at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Rivers is back in shotgun formation. Has his man. Tackled down at the 28-yard line.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
2nd and 4. Brings it into his body. On the way, 3rd down. The 49ers come to the line. 1st down marker is at the 32. Rivers out of the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. First down, offense readying for the snap. Quarters formation here for the defense. Rivers out of the gun. Looking across the middle. Stiff arms to stay on his feet. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. The 49ers have played well enough to be leading so far, partner, but right now the game is tied. Rivers has really been stepping up so far.
The passing game is keeping them in the game. There's no doubt about it. And listen, the league has changed so many rules to help the receivers and the quarterback, and these guys are taking advantage of it.
Coming to the line at the 48. Phillip Rivers from the shotgun. On the money. That's reception number 4 for him. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Wants to go deep. Intercepted. As we near halftime, the offense has the opportunity to grab the lead heading into the break.
Well, I don't like their chances, and really both of these teams has been pretty sorry play so far here in the first half. They both deserve to go in at halftime tied.
Brady's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Ogletree with a stop on that play.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity right on target.
In a real tough spot here on second down. Second down and 9. Handoff. That's a gain of 7.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. 3rd and 2. Easy catch there. No one near him. The Texans are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. The Texans from the 27. Wide to the left. Tackled at the 29-yard line. No time to huddle right now. They go right to the hurry-up.
Well, and this hurry-up offense, such a big part of the NFL. So many close games. You better be good in the hurry-up offense.
This play set up by the long gainer.
Snap back to Brady from the gun.
Down the field. Intercepted. He's brought down.
What a great job by the defense coming up with the pick and giving themselves one more chance to break the tie before halftime.
Well, yeah, is it a great job? I don't know. The quarterback, oh, terrible decision. I know, good play by the defense getting that interception, but the play call, the decision by the quarterback, they were both bad.
Ready for intermission. First, one more play. Handoff by Rivers. McCoy's tackled down at the 17. The first half is complete. Larry Ridley is ready to take things over back in our studios. And you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're underway in the second half of a very competitive game. All tied up at the intermission. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Texans offense comes onto the field after a tie ball game through 2 quarters, Phil.
Usually in the second half, offenses kind of get the advantage. Why? Because the defense starts to tire out a little, and you can spring different plays on them because you've learned what they like to do. Can they come out here and take advantage of this defense? I think they're going to have a good drive right here.
Second down following the run. Tom Brady under center. They'll go ground. Still powering ahead. It's wide open. And Rivas in on the tackle.
Texans offensive line will be whooping it up tomorrow when they watch this play in the film room. What a good job by them. Excellent planning and awesome execution.
Offense lining up here after picking up more than 30 on the previous play. It's complete to Devin Smith. Breaking huddle at the 14-yard line.
Always manage the football game. You got to be thinking about it all the time if you're the quarterback. It's a tie game. You're down in here in the red zone. Be careful with the football.
Touchdown, Texans. And that touchdown puts them in a very good position, holding the lead with this game getting ready to enter its final stages.
Yeah, you know what? You put the pressure on the defense. Let's go out there and do their job. Don't get timid. Man, call aggressive plays, and you got to tell your defensive players, run and gang tackle the person with the football.
The 49ers in kickoff return formation. Martin's going to test the coverage here. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The 49ers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
McCoy has the catch. McCoy taken down after a play that went for 6. That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
The 49ers come out with a split backfield.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
And it's swatted away. Third down on the way. Rivers has got it in the gun. The 49ers get a first down.
The 49ers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff. Gains 20.
McCoy's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
They're able to move the chains after that last run. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. McCoy has the grab. Gets about 4 yards that time.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top. Oh, look at that. The defensive line shifted over to the left.
To the ground. Randall's brought down at the 21.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
First and 10. Throws the pass, and he hauls it in.
Oh, we got us a nice drive going here, Jim. Another first down. They are just making one solid play after another and just marching down the field.
They'll go ground. Haloti Ngata says no more.
The 49ers have the football as the fourth quarter gets started. Stepping up to the 3-yard line.
He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter. Jordan's all over that offense and brings him down.
Well, before we see this third goal situation here, Jim, in the second half, when we know a touchdown ties the game, if they don't make it, are they willing to go for it on fourth down?
A timeout charge to the offense.
Now moving the football to the 10-yard line.
The 49ers come to the line with a bunch set.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Phillip Rivers ready for the snap. The quarterback unable to get the play off in time, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. They bring back out the offense to go for it.
LaShawn McCoy is in the backfield.
Hard to understand why the coach would go for it here on fourth and long. We got a close game. Just too early to try something like that, and it backfired.
The Texans seeking to make it back-to-back touchdown drives as they take the field here. That's a great balanced offense we're watching here today, Phil.
Yeah, it's been balanced. Just let's go from the defensive side. What do you think they're thinking? Oh, my gosh, we can't stop anything. And when you can't stop anything, you are in a lot of trouble. So I would be very surprised if the offense doesn't continue what we've seen already.
The offensive coordinators winning the little chess match right now against that defense.
Oh, they love it. Offensive coordinators love it when they can run and throw and have everything working. Well, why not? Everybody would like that, but the play calling has been superb. Look at the defensive line. Everybody's spreading out. I think they're going to try to pressure the quarterback.
They better hurry to get the snap. The Texans elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. Brady is in the shotgun. Should have had it.
Smith's going to go back to the huddle and look at all of his teammates and go, my bad. Well, they know it's your bad. Everybody, even the offensive linemen, they saw you were open and you dropped the pass that was right to you. But, hey, that's the way it goes. You know, you got to keep the confidence up. I think he will, and I'm sure the football will find its way towards him again soon. It's all about play calling in situations like that. When you have a small lead, you're trying to protect it. You want to control the football. You can't expect just to go out there and run normal plays. The offensive coordinator's got to give you something that they're not ready for. They didn't do it that time. That's why they're punting after 3 downs.
The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. The Texans have to get to the 25 to move the chains. Brady from the gun. Ross is going to pull in the bullet pass.
I don't know if I agree with that call going for it on 4th down here in the second half when you got a little lead, but the coach is confident. They go for it on 4th down. They pick it up, and that keeps the drive going.
We're late in the game, and the offense is in no hurry. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
The Texans offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
Brady's completion percentage, 80% on the day. Clutch catch. Touchdown. That touchdown, Phil, halfway through the 4th quarter may have been the one that locked it up.
Jim, it's been a wonderful day by the offense, and on the other side, the defense, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say except that they were just terrible. They never had any answers. They didn't change their strategy. So the coaches, they got to be disappointed in their decisions, and the players, their effort was just awful.
That return's good for about 23.
The 49ers look to be almost certain to come away with points the last time they had the ball, but instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many, many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Every play is huge now. 2nd down on the way. They bring in the extra tight end, McCoy.
When you pick up first downs against the defense, they will get tired. That time, nice job by the offense getting the first down, even though they're losing here in the game.
Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. 1st down at the 41. He makes the catch, and he is tackled down at the 38-yard line.
When you can't hit the quarterback or put pressure on him, there's not much you're going to get done then. That time, quarterback had time and throws it down the field for another completion.
Here's the handoff. McCoy is tackled down at the 38. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game. 2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. 2nd and 10. Rivers can't find the target. Incomplete.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys that they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly, and
all is out. Recovery by the offense. Well, the offense lucks out this time as they hold on to the football.
Yeah, I think the word luck is appropriate here, no doubt about it. Bad fumble that time by the offensive player, but at least they were alert enough to get there and get on it and keep possession of the football.
Back at the line. They're going for it on fourth. He'll throw it over the middle. And he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Pitt is unable to bring that pass in, Jim. He just took his eyes off the football. And when you do that, it's usually going to result in a drop. And those things happen. It's not a perfect game. You got to overcome adversity. I think this guy will do it. Next time it comes his way, he'll make the catch.
The sack by Tubbock.
Well, I know this feeling. When a blitzer's coming, nobody's there to block him. There's nothing you can do as a quarterback, but try to protect yourself because you're going down.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The give. He's got a wide open alley. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, this is not a surprise, Jim. This is what you do. You run the football, you play the clock. This is called managing the game, and it's all up to the head coach getting this done.
The Texans take it from the 43. Tackle made by Bird that time.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think in the NFL now, is third shortest run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the first down.
Down the field, and Bird came very close to a pick. Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.